Already, we're in Hollywood. We're going to hang out with Barry Weiss from Storage Wars. We met him last year at the Grand National Roadster Show. We hung out with him then, and we became friends. Now we're going back this year to hang out with him again. He has some cool cars and some cool bikes. If you ever watched the show Storage Wars, Barry always showed up in something really cool. The car with the chicken on it, the car with the bubble on it, this cab over truck. He owns the car Scrape. It's probably the first car that's ever laid frame. It's a 39 or 40s Lincoln, and it's black and it's badass. Barry Weiss from Storage Wars. That's who we're going to hang with.
Press pound sign 8.
Pound sign.
Yeah, the hash mark sign.
Look at that now, would you? Thank you.
Did it go?
It did.
Oh, let's see here.
Okay. That now, would you? It's got a pretty cool looking house. Let's do it.
But yeah, this is the one I just finished. My guy just finished this, and all hand fabricated. You know, the gas tank, every metal piece you see, and the frame is a special chassis I got out of England. It was a 1960s racing frame. It's a monocoque, no down tube. The engine is hung from above. See?
I'm going to look right
Yeah, no down tube to cradle a motor.
I got that. I see that.
Yeah.
So this piece right here is the top, is the motor mount right here?
Yeah, that's right. One of them, the top one.
And then, that's
Oh, we made everything. I mean, look at these. Put these on there.
I noticed
My
that.
guy welded those on there. I stole that idea off of Bruff Superior, a 30s Bruff. I just saw it and I thought, hey, can we do it to these? And there's a lot of work involved in that.
For sure.
Because they all line up.
You would have to start with the one in the middle
That's right.
and then work your way out.
Yeah.
No? This is what I was impressed with. Your carburetors are coming out through here.
Exactly.
You
Look,
got long tube on the...
those were one off. I had to make these velocity stacks. And then if you look down here,
Yeah?
when you open the throttle,
You can see it?
see it and hear it atomizing. You're looking at the butterflies down there, you know, of the
Yes.
carburetor open.
Right there. Like they just go down to the carburetors right there.
Yeah, you can see down there. Hey, check this out.
It's got you got an ashtray on this thing?
Yeah. See
You
it?
smoking a cigarette while you're driving down?
Well, if I'm at a show, I don't want to smoke a bone or something. Look at the ashtray, right?
Yeah.
You saw it. It's from an old Dodge or something, like 1930s or whatever. But here's the best part. I found this on eBay. It's 100 years old.
It's a true antique.
Well, it is, for real. Hold on.
That's your lighter. Cigarette lighter?
Yeah, here, yeah. But it's on this cable, see? Right? And there's a button on the side. We're getting a new filament for it.
Yeah.
Button on the side, you press it and it gets orange, right? To light your cigarette.
Will it work?
It does work.
Oh, wow.
We're getting a new filament. And see this cable that it's on?
Yes.
This was the first lighter offered on an automobile in 1924 as an option. Okay? And the reason it's got the cable, safety. If somebody dropped it, you're passing it to your passenger, right? He wants to, well, it's not going to burn him. It's going to snap back. That cable thing came with it.
Right.
And I found one in new old stock. Excellent. I mean, brand new. So I had to, put it on here and with the ashtray so I could.
I gotta take a look at this on this side over here. I just take a look at some.
Yeah, look at
some
it.
of the detail.
Always. You'll have to make 20 laps. Serious. And you'll see something every time.
Well,
My aluminum guy is unbelievable. I mean, you can see. He's been with me 30 years. So he's done other bikes and stuff for me. Pipes he made, everything. All the metal was one off. And the motor I got on Amos in 1970, 72 Norton 750 Commando. Motors all been going through, all brand new, everything. Let's see, I don't think it's connected, hang on. Oh, look, check out the lights on the side.
That's cool.
The running lights.
yeah.
You don't even see their lights, right?
Oh.
They're just clear.
Nice.
They're edge lit. It's not neon, it's not, and then when they're not on, you don't even, nothing's hanging, they just go away, you know? Yeah.
So, like, yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, look at the oil tank.
Put that on again, this lights up also?
Right. Yeah, that's, when there's a seat on it,
yes,
this goes red and it's your brake light, and these up here are your running light when they're hooked up right, okay? But
wow.
I thought it would work. I did this on an art project about 30 years ago. It's called edge lighting, okay? It's very low tech, if you will. And it's just clear pieces of lucite that are shaped and then put in there. And inside there is a box, a light box, because you don't want light escaping. You want it, and it just lights the edges.
Right.
And it's such a nice glow, you know, it's not harsh or, this wouldn't be DOT legal, obviously.
No,
you know,
shit when you're building something like this.
Well, right, I'm just saying, I mean, that's why you wouldn't, you know, see this because if these broke in a crash, you know, whatever, but the effect is just great, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, and at night, like without these lights on, look at the glow it has. Like if it was at night in the street.
Pretty.
Yeah.
That is pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, and they're up here too. They're in front, but my guys come in Wednesday to wire it because they're up here too. So,
Is that got like an Allen key to put them on?
yeah, it is. It's like a clamshell.
Yeah.
You had to make both sides. Yeah. Guy's unbelievable.
And you're coming up with this shit in your brain, what you want, and you're.
Well, that's all I know how to do. I mean, in other words, I don't have the mechanical ability, but I know what I want it to look like, real clear. I don't have it. I wish I had the ability. Yeah, you notice the headlight.
I do.
Lincoln Zephyr.
Even made the hubcaps.
Yeah, these are Buell Lightning front wheels. The back one, both these wheels are off a Buell Lightning 17-inch front wheel. Because that's what would fit on here, what we needed to make it work. Because this side, there's no brake. You see the whole thing clean.
Right.
There's no,
That's
right? And yeah, on the back is same thing, except it's a fatter tire, but the wheel itself is the same size, and it was a lot of work to get this all done.
Where'd you get something like that? Just a.
These? No, I got them. This one's originally old, right here, on the front.
Yeah.
That one. See, it says torpedo on it. I found it on eBay. It was from the 1938, I think, the German company, the Torpedo Bicycle Company. That was on the front fender. And I just liked it and thought it'd be a cool mascot.
The window's cool.
Oh yeah, isn't it?
It is cool.
I had him do it like a Duval style.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
And what do you get up there for eyeballs on that thing? What's that mean?
What, these?
Yeah.
I just covered up the Speedo. They're just sitting there really, this kickstand I found. Look at that. Is that a picture?
I was going to ask you.
Oh my God. Like it was made for it.
Yeah.
But it's off a 1958 Royal Enfield.
Okay.
It came in aluminum. It came with that. I mean, it couldn't have been better, you know, as far as a fit and whatnot. And yeah, it's a pretty
radical bike.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's a seat for it.
I seen that.
Yeah.
I noticed that.
Yeah. What do you do when it comes to upholstery for your stuff?
Do
you do it or do you have a
I
guy?
haven't got. Well, I generally try to get Floyd to do it.
Who?
Floyd.
Oh, he's your guy up there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, wait, he's that guy that did the leather wallet?
No, that's Vidito. He's actually done a seat for us, didn't he, on a motorcycle?
He what?
I actually did one motorcycle. No, I've done a couple motorcycles.
Okay.
Actually.
Okay.
In this Vidito.
Has he done any?
He does a lot of seats and
I
stuff
see.
like that.
But has this other guy done cars for you? Upholstered them?
Floyd's the guy that does upholstery
Right.
for the cars.
Okay.
And Vidito's the guy that's done some leather work.
Yeah, right. You know, this fucking thing's puking a little oil. I mean,
Don't they all?
yeah, they do.
Called feed and bleed.
Oh, I know. It just is what it is.
Is this your, what's his name?
Robert Williams?
Yes.
No, that's the guy trying to copy him.
Okay.
I'll show you the real Robert Williams one there, but that's some guy copying his style. I don't know who that is.
I kind of
I just liked it.
Yeah,
See?
it looks good. I like
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Is that your girlfriend up there?
That's 50 years old. No, that's not her, but that's a real picture taken at Willow Springs racetrack. This chick was, I don't know, they wouldn't let her race that way, obviously. She
That was
was,
Kanye's wife.
yeah! What's her name again? Bianca, so, you know.
Is this you?
Yeah. Yeah, at an airport in Sturgis. No, in somewhere in South Dakota, right? That's an airport.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Holy
All them other guys in that picture have tipped over. Wait a minute. There's one guy left alive besides myself. This dude here. He's dead. Is
that you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that was about 20 years. Yeah. That was me and Billy.
Is that you?
Yeah. Yeah, this goes back to my wall of shame, man. Yeah, it's my wall of shame right here.
Is this your wife?
No, that was my girlfriend I was telling you about. The on and off thing. Yeah, just, you know, this goes back some of this shit, I don't know, 35 years. There's George Barris and Tony. You didn't know Tony, he's my best friend.
Was he?
Yeah, he passed away.
Yeah, I heard when.
On an airplane coming from Canada. Had a heart attack.
Wow.
Mid-air.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they could not save my ticket, obviously.
No, when he hit the ground on the plane, he was gone. There was a doctor on board, and he was gone. And yeah, it was just kind of obviously.
Is this Willie G or?
Yeah, it is. Good knowledge. You know.
Well, like someone.
No, and that's Nancy, his wife. But this is 25 or 28 years ago. I had a party at an event, and Willie and his wife came. Yeah, that was my old Airstream trailer. That's 1936. Perfect. I sold it. I used to be into these vintage trailers. There's another one I had. That was my COE before it was red.
Yes.
Yeah, like down there it was black before.
Wow.
It actually looked like this when I got it. That was the color without the flames. That was the color.
I remember red.
Right. It was red after it was black. That was like almost like tone on tone. In other words, shiny black and matte black together. And then afterwards, I sold it like that to a friend of mine, right?
Yeah.
And he painted it red. And then he called me and he goes, hey, he had some financial issues. You want to buy it back? I go, I would, man. I miss it, but I don't have room for it. I can't get it because it's a little high, see, so it won't come in this garage. And I said, but I said, I'll call my friend. He'll buy it in 10 minutes. So my buddy who I sold it to originally.
Yeah.
Well, I called my buddy. He goes, yeah, come on, go up there this weekend. And he bought it. And he's had it ever since. That's probably been about 10 years.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, look at the date on that's 1996. And that's that bike I was telling you about. He gave it to my buddy for $1. One of them. Just all kinds of, shit here from the day. But
This is the Cadillac that you just showed us?
yeah, but it was in a different paint scheme. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, different tires and wheels. But yeah, I've had that car for. There it is up there too.
Yeah.
That's paint though, not.
Not wrapped.
Yeah, right. And
You did a little snowmobiling in your life?
oh, I did. I went up to Alaska, and I didn't know these people, but my friend did. He goes, "You call this guy," because I never had ridden a snowmobile. And I call a guy, and this guy's got all the stuff for me. I mean, the snowmobiles, the jackets. We had a blast. He lives up This was in like Anchorage, Alaska or somewhere quite a few years ago. Here's what that COE looked like. Stock as a truck. That's it with a sleeper.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 80 horsepower, flathead. But see, the trailers were,
Right.
27 feet or whatever. But that's it.
Did you have it on Storage Wars?
Yeah.
That's
in
where
red.
That's where I think I saw it.
In red, yeah.
That's where I saw that. I thought it was quite a good looking truck.
Yeah, it was. But when I got it out of New York, Buffalo, New York, if I had painted it this, I hate that fucking chartreuse color, but nonetheless, that's what it looked like when I bought it from the guy. Here's a real.
And that's you there?
Yeah, probably 30 years ago.
You've always had quite a head of hair on you.
Yeah, and I did other shit to it. In other words, after the bed was on it, the guy did a good job with that making, the bed.
I thought the bed on the truck that's what made it look real good.
Exactly, because that's why I bought it. And I put Zephyr headlights on it, took these off. I did a bunch of shit to it too after I got it. But I love that truck. It's got a brand new motor. The 350 Chevy.
Did you end up buying that car?
No, I sold it at auction about 4 years ago. I had it for 2 years. It wasn't that much fun to drive. The guy I got it from, he had hydraulics on it instead of airbags, and I like shit you could drive. So I fooled around with it, had it for a couple of years, and then I sold it.
We seen that in Chicago.
Yeah,
in the museum.
I know that. Larry Clyburn, he's the one that bought it from the auction I sold it at.
Okay.
He's 90. He might not even be alive. If he is, he's about 94. And
you had a antique trailer to go with it?
Right there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a good one too. A trailer. I used to collect trailers, vintage ones. There's Airstreams, this, that. But the bubble top was. You could drive it. And I did, but. I don't know, hydraulics versus airbags are much better, you know what I mean? And then, but no, I don't have it now.
Well, it's in a good spot. It's in the museum.
No, I know that. The auction I sold it at, he bought it. And he's about 94 or 5, right? And I've seen this guy at other auctions. Okay. The guy that has that car museum. He's a very wealthy real estate developer in Illinois, in Chicago. Very wealthy guy. And he likes kooky cars, so...
He likes kooky cars.
Yeah. So he bought it, and then a guy come up to me on Thursday at setup day at Pomona, and he says, hey, we got your car. And I seen he had a thing that says Clybourne Museum.
Yeah.
Larry wasn't there, the old man. Mm. He's got people out buying shit for him, for the museum. I went to an auction, and this guy was there. This guy, Larry Clybourne. It's like 5 years ago. Then he was about 92. And if he wanted something or whatever, well, he just would never take his hand down. Money was not, you know what I mean?
When he wanted, he took
it. But oftentimes the dude was just, Wally's bidding was just fucking nod out. Like, just, what happened? Where'd that car go? For real. Dude, like, you see him and here's a dude, he's rich, but he doesn't look it. In fact, he looks like he doesn't have any money. It's just you know what I mean?
Yes.
Very humble. And the dude's sleeping in the front row, and he's got his fucking, they wake him up, I don't know, they wake him, he goes, I missed that one. He's a character, but if he wants something, he's never going to take his hand down.
What's this about here?
Oh, wow, that guy, he's a friend of mine. His name is Robbie Madison.
Yeah?
He's a stuntman.
I see your signature on it, or
he's a famous stuntman, this guy, and that was a picture of a stunt he did. I'll bet you it's been 7 years or more. He jumped off the Paris in Las Vegas, jumped up it and down it. And that's a real shot of, see that little ramp down there? Well, he wants to hit that ramp because you can't land it like I said, flat.
Yeah.
He's already had another ramp here. I think you can, coming from the street, and
Up it.
jumped up the top of it to like a little square post office stamp thing, and then he also went down it, and there he is just taking off.
And you did it okay?
Yeah.
Everything went good?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, he's, you never seen this guy or heard him on YouTube? He's a guy that also, maybe 3 years ago, worked on it for a couple of years. His project was motorcycle on water, and he went surfing with it. Another was a KTM, I think, with skis. And, you know, the barrel, like surfers, it was amazing on a motorcycle. He, instead of a surfboard, he was just in the tube on his motorcycle with skis. That was an old stunt. This guy's done so many crazy stunts. He's quite famous.
I would say.
That one?
This is another bike of yours,
I
obviously?
got that brand new when I was 17. My dad said if I didn't cut high school in the 11th grade, he'd get it for racing in the desert.
Okay.
I put it back to street use, but originally, I'll show you another picture. Originally, it was just for desert racing, and I was 17. But
Show me the picture.
hold on. Oh, it's upstairs. You'll see
Okay.
it. It's got a but you on that bike when it was a race bike. Here's a letter I was telling you about.
Are you serious?
Yeah, right there. Read it. Don't take a picture.
No.
It's a copy,
Yes.
but it came from
The
the original. Read it. Read it. It's real. It's real. Read it out loud.
I'm not that good of a reader.
Well, let Jolene read it, Jane. It's legible.
I have been suffering with this liver disease
That's right.
for a year now, and it's been an up and down thing day by day. I am now no better than I was at the beginning. I am not willing to go through it anymore, only to emerge in a place full of...
Don't say it because it's on the internet. Just read it to yourself. You don't need that. You know what I mean? Some idiot will think now we're racist or some bullshit.
Well, it's
No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
You can't do anything anymore.
Full of and Mexicans and Jews out of control of those.
There you go.
I don't know what that word means.
Nazi. I've always been a Nazi and
Oh, wow.
still believe. I told you. What do you think I was
It was
kidding
the
you?
last time the world had a chance of being operated with a logic. What a shame so many Americans died and suffered to make the rich richer, to save England and France again. Or was that still, I hope you're lying. Is that Wayne?
That letter's probably
Small.
possibly online. Probably somewhere
Swallow
that's-
that with your stupidity. What kind of world I have to get well for?
Is what?
What the fuck the world I have to get well for?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then by Heil Hitler, Kenneth Howard, a.k.a.
Von Dutch.
Yeah.
We watched that movie actually.
I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you told me. Yeah, I want it.
That kind of, yeah. Different.
Yeah, these were some of the trailers that I used to collect, you know.
That's crazy. I never knew that would ever be existed. So you knew
What?
that man. You met that man.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
told you when I was 15 and a half, I told you the story.
Yeah.
And he yelled at me.
He yelled at you, did he?
Well, about the bike, when I asked him to paint my bike, and I said, I'd like this to be this color, and he just blew up. You don't tell me what color to paint your bike. Yeah, and if you didn't like it, he'd just tell you to go fuck off.
Did he paint your bike for you?
No, he run me out of there. I mean, I was so intimidated. I'm 15 and a half. I fucking left. I never asked him for shit again. But I did see him again 30 years later because he was living at a friend of mine's place where he died.
So you didn't think much of him?
No, I mean, again, I told you the story. I thought a lot of his talents. No. Come out, it was like the only cars I said to lay on frame, on the ground. The only other cars and shit that ever was doing that was like mini trucks with the beds cut out.
Right.
Follow me?
Yeah.
So I saw this unveiled at the Oakland Roadster Show when I was in Oakland, Grand National, before I moved down here. And they took the cover off of it. People just, I never seen anything like it, and I never thought I'd end up owning it, but through a fluke, because it sold in Pebble Beach auction about 15 years ago to Mr. Peterson of the auction. He bought it personally, the Peterson Museum. And it sat there, it lived there for about 7-8 years. And then they had an auction, no reserve. And this happened to be there. Not in black, in purple. And I ended up getting it for a steal. For the fluke. But see, what he did is this car is all steel. He took fiberglass splashes off this car and sold kits, and they were $100,000.
Right.
And fiberglass.
I've seen a couple of them.
That's right.
Yeah.
The stance isn't the same. I see many of them. There's like 100. People come up and go, "Hey, my buddy's got your exact car." Well, he kind of does. He's got a fiberglass kit, but nobody. This is the number one. This is the one. It's all steel. The only one that's all.
It's quite something, the chop that's been done on this.
I'm sorry.
The chop is quite something.
Oh, sure. Not only the chop, but there's so much work done on this car that you obviously can see, and some you don't even see. This is actually a grill from a 41, even though the car's a 39. So it has elements, and he did all this. I was just a lucky recipient. Obviously, when I got it, I made it roadworthy because it was just sat in the museum, with hydraulics. So I put a bunch of money into it. So airbags, all of it, safe, whatever. And car's been back and forth twice to Texas. No drama. I drive everything, man. That's to me what they're for. But I was really through a fluke. I got it, and I'm really, really lucky because it's a real iconic car.
It is so.
Mattel made models, Hot Wheels in the day.
Yeah.
So, And then this one, I've had this for 30 years almost, 25. And there's a ton of work in this. It's been sectioned, man. Look how long it is.
Yes.
It's been sectioned from front to back through the torpedo, obviously chopped. But a famous guy did this car too. He's dead now. He did this car. I own that purple car too, that Merc. That the same guy that built this car did that one. And, the sectioning is unbelievable. And the motor. Look at the. Nice and tidy, 502 big block, but not all chromed. But look at it. I had all this made. The engine turned on the inner fenders.
Yeah.
And look at the firewall. Nothing on the firewall. The brake, master cylinder shit's been relocated. The firewall is just clean. Nothing's hanging off of it. It's engine turned.
This is nice.
Yeah, I had a guy do this.
Yeah.
Hand engraved. Well, these are one-off we made. And watch yourself. I'm going to close rather than open. Mine is over here. Leave that flashlight or whatever on. Yeah, point it over there.
So you've been in Western all your life?
Yeah.
Did you own that car?
I'm sorry?
Did you own that car?
No, I didn't. No. I liked it, but I just wanted to also, the reason I put it there was because you can visually see this car is chopped, obviously, but it's not sectioned. So look how fat the belt line looks compared to
this one.
Yeah. Even though this is a Cadillac, this is a Mercury. Well, here, look at that one. That's a Merc.
Yeah.
But it's sectioned, so it doesn't look as squatty from the
I've got one section car.
All the way through?
Yeah.
Well, you know what a job it is then.
Yeah, it's quite a job.
Well-
I took mine off the bottom.
Okay, so you didn't section it through the center.
No.
Okay, because it's harder to do it that way. That's like taking the middle layer out of a cake and putting it back down.
No,
you know?
I cut the bottom of it off.
I see what you mean.
And it made it easier.
I gathered. And this,
Yes.
I had this at SEMA in 2018, right? Drove it there. You know,
Yes.
these cars are like trailered and fucking. No, man. Drove it to Vegas. So it was in Dynamat's booth. You know Dynamat?
Yeah.
Okay, right. And
So that was the advertisement for this was the Dynamat stuff like inside here?
yeah.
Okay.
And it was in his booth with the windows rolled up. I know Scott, the owner.
Yeah.
So he said, bring it up, blah, blah, blah. So I do. And I only had about, because it was unexpected, I was going to repaint it, but I didn't have time to paint it to make the show. 2 days, son, wrapped it. This is all wrap. And it's been on there for 5 or 7 years. Now, it is garage, but the only thing that's painted is the trim around the windshield and around the back window. And that's about it. Everything else
Wrapped it.
is wrapped.
Wow.
2 days, start to finish. 2 days
Yeah.
to wrap the whole thing. Well, there's no prep underneath. There's no prep.
Yeah.
Shit, that wrap just lays over anything. And
But it still has to be a good body.
yeah, but I mean, I'm saying it doesn't have to be a finish like for paint where it's
Yes.
blocked and all that. You know what I mean? I
do.
you'd be surprised how that stuff just covers everything. I didn't want this pinstripe or the seam this big.
Yes.
I wouldn't have made it this big, but I had no choice because these things are buttered together and I had to cover it. You following me?
Yeah.
So this is tape too.
Yeah.
This is 3 different colors of
I see it
matte.
now. Okay, I see it now. This is
Yeah.
okay.
Well, yeah, matte.
Lighter, darker, and then darker.
That's right. Yeah, there's matte, and there's but the transition is smooth. You know what I'm saying between but that wrap stuff for like TV shit and whatever.
Never would have guessed.
Me either. I did it as a fluke. I thought, well, I see him wrapping these Lamborghinis and Rolls Royces.
Yeah.
So I call the guy, well, why can't you wrap one of these? Nobody's ever, yeah, we can. And 2 days and about, I think the guy charged me, he gave me a little bit of a break because I think it was about $1,800.
Well, that's not
and
bad.
2 days,
Yeah.
done. None of this waiting for this and all that. I mean, and for TV stuff, well, you could not even tell. You know what I'm saying? In other words, to make that, and then you can pull the stuff off if you want. This is all wrapped.
Yeah. So you got another piece down through the middle of that?
Yeah, I had that made. There were not trim pieces up there, see? So I had those made from scratch. And this. And then I had a guy hand etch the design in it. And you can see the fine detail and like up there as well.
Yeah. I noticed it.
Yeah, so.
He's got her pulled in. Look.
What's that now? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Well, look.
Right to the end, right to the end.
It's almost, this car's almost this 19 something. 19 and a half feet almost.
Wow. Yeah, this is quite a car.
Oh, yeah.
Jolene picked.
What's that?
Jolene for the Zephyrs.
Last year.
Last year at the Grand National
Yeah.
Fender. She picked the original car, but this was my pick. I just didn't want to
Oh,
pick
you seen it there. Oh,
Yeah,
that's right. It was there. That's right. I forgot about that.
This was
last
my
year.
pick, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't want to pick. Cool.
This thing.
See that car down there? What was Buddy's name again?
Baron.
Baron built that. Remember that stuff we were looking at? That's cool, isn't it?
a series of it.
That's cool.
So about 8,000 people by the time we get to
Thursday,
I'm gonna show
Friday,
you this.
could start to see
Oh, it's
those
up here. I'll
drops
show you
maybe
way
as low
out.
as 6,500 feet. But keep in
man,
mind,
we
this
totally
is going to be a wedding event.
Oh, there's a Robert Williams here.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's one. And there's another one. And there's another one over there.
We'll give us some time to
Right.
break and then get some more. We'll take a look at those numbers and
There's one there. Oh, there's one over there. But they're prints. They're not, you know what I mean? They're not originals. They're authenticated.
Prevent flooding, landslides, and toxic materials from getting into the water supply in the ocean. Neighborhoods in the Palisades are still.
I don't know if you saw it last time. I can't remember because I've had it for a long time.
I've got one of those in shitty shape.
What? One of what?
One of those things.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
a kid's toy, you know.
Yeah.
Kid would ride on it.
Bellows.
Yeah. If you can guess what its intended purpose was for, I'll give you $100,000.
Don't you just love that? Someone said, "I'll give you
Now,
$100
go
grand."
get it.
You better hope not.
Here's what it was. By the way, that there, you're looking at a recreation, okay? And that's the only recreation I know about.
Okay.
But what it was about late 1700s, all the way up to maybe 1850s. They had all these quack medical devices. See, they didn't work. They were like just bullshit, like these snake oil salesmen.
Yeah.
Follow me? And
Drink this and you'll become better.
well, what this specifically was for was, you know, like the bellows.
Yeah. I knew what that was.
Yeah. In here goes tobacco in this thing here.
Yeah.
Right? You light it, you keep it going with the bellows,
Yeah.
and then it gets attached to here to another fitting. And this fitting,
Yeah.
where do you think it might go?
In your arse.
That's correct. And that's where the term blowing smoke up your ass came from. They thought that tobacco, in those days, as stupid as it sounds, had healing properties if it was blowing up your ass. That didn't work. I mean, you know, of course it didn't work.
Blowing smoke up your
Yeah,
arse.
that's where it comes from.
So that's why you enjoy that so much. Someone
Well,
blowing
I
smoke up
collect
your
those medical devices that are, you know, they call them quack medical devices. 'Cause
Yes.
They never, you know what I mean? They were bullshit. They didn't do anything. But up until I think 08, okay, the government here enacted what's called truth in advertising, right? Which put a stop.
to the bullshit.
That's right. I mean, you couldn't claim shit like that. You couldn't claim that some liquid that you tinted blue in your bathtub cures, you know, anything and everything. You follow me?
Yes, you needed proof.
Right. But I mean, the shit didn't work. But after 1908 or you couldn't just make those claims. They had to have some basis. It changed everything, you know.
It's probably for the best.
Oh, of course. Of course. It was all bullshit. It was all lies. Blowing smoke up your ass is going to stop cancer. Sure. But it sounded good. 120 years ago. Well, maybe they know something I don't. Plug it in.
Nope. Not trying it.
I agree, but
I'm not trying it.
he's to the left. Here's his street. But right as I turn left, just look at the hill in front of you. That way.
Holy.
That one. That's the street.
Oh, okay. I see.
Holy.
It looks like a wall, doesn't it? Here's Pat's right here. But I mean,
Holy.
yeah.
Is that the jumper hill up there?
Yes. That's
Okay.
yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. This is nice.
This is bad right here with all of the
Is this his truck?
yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, it's just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, this shit's over here too.
That's
right?
all his shit too. Let's go. Aaron!
Let's see here.
B.
Look at this now, would you? Look how he's got this done.
He built all this. Baron.
This must be a coupe, is it not?
I'm sorry.
Must be a coupe.
I don't know which one that is. He's got some.
Is that right? And how old's this guy?
Oh, Baron Marco.
How old's this guy?
86.
86. And he's got all this stuff.
Either 84 or 86.
Wow.
Where are you? Fucking date. Come
He's
on.
so-
Barry called. I didn't even get a chance to get
I
my
know.
fucking
Hang on.
shoes
Hold
on.
on, dog.
Barry,
Hold on.
I didn't even get a chance
Oh,
to get
you
my
I
shoes
didn't
on.
even see it till now. I love that.
That's how fast I reacted to you.
I didn't even look down.
Come on in. Come on, baby.
Hey, get him from don't want him
ahead.
jumping
She's not
on me,
gonna
dude.
jump
You
on
know
you.
my leg's fucked up. Hey, these is some friends of mine. They're visiting from Canada.
Oh,
By the way, you got a corn. Jolene and
Hi,
Chad.
how are you, Chad?
How you doing?
Jolene, how are
Baron.
you?
Nice to meet you.
Come on in. Let me. She escapes.
Hey, you would,
My dog escapes.
both of you do the same thing, except you started.
Oh,
about
wow.
50
I
years
just
earlier.
came out. Of
Oh, that's a bitchin' one.
You like it,
wow,
Barry?
I love
I
that.
just finished it.
Where'd you find the tune pipe? That miniature. Where'd you find this?
Pomona swap meet.